Let's get ready, G.I. Joe fans. It all comes down to this. The battle for Springfield comes to a close when Cobra Commander learns he's no match for Destro. How does it all go down? Let's find out in our review of G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero number 313 from Image Comics Skybound. See you in 3. Welcome back to Comical Opinions. This is our review of G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero number 313. But before we dig in, how about a quick recap? When last we left the Joes in G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero number 312, Destro confirmed to all forces who converged on Springfield that he's the man to beat. After taking out Serpentor with a drone strike and dispatching every member of Cobra in sight, Destro made his way to Cobra Commander's bunker with the support of the Joes and the Dreadnoks to end the conflict. And that brings us to the current issue. In G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero number 313, Destro's walk of dominance draws to its natural conclusion. The issue begins with Destro entering the lower levels of the Springfield Community Center, where Cobra Commander is protected inside a heavily fortified bunker. 6 Heat Vipers and Alley Vipers patiently wait outside the bunker with plenty of weapons and explosives to wipe out Destro as soon as he shows his metal face. Cobra Commander remains inside, watching everything on his security cameras, with extreme orders for his Vipers to open fire at anything that moves. Outside the community center entrance, the Joe Ninja team and the Dreadnoks patiently wait together while they offer theories to each other about what's happening inside. They're not quite allies, but they both have the agreement at least for a quick truce while they support whatever Destro is trying to do. Inside the bunker, Cobra Commander watches Destro's progress via the security monitors, and he decides that he better suit up in his experimental combat armor that gives him enhanced strength and armor protection against assault weapons. The assault begins when Destro tosses several smoke grenades down the stairs at the Vipers and activates his cooling system to mask his signature so that they can't see him either with their eyes or any of their detection gear. The distraction gives him the advantage he needs to take out each Viper with a single headshot. Soon, Destro emerges on the ground level to the surprise of the Joes and the Dreadnoks. His return is short-lived because a massive explosion follows him from the levels below, clearing any obstacles and destroying the armored door protecting Cobra Commander's bunker. The commander was protected from the blast by his specially upgraded suit, but his guards inside the bunker were killed in the blast. Destro wastes no time returning to the lower levels and challenges Cobra Commander to a one-on-one fight for supremacy. At first, Destro lands decisive blows, knocking the Cobra Commander back and putting him back on his heels. But Cobra Commander answers by turning up the power on his strength-enhancing suit and giving as good as he gets. The issue ends when it's clear somebody forgot to read the owner's manual. Hey, do you want to be part of our growing community and get exclusive perks? Become a channel member today. By becoming a member, you'll support a channel you love, which is ours because everybody loves it, but you'll also gain access to special badges, emojis, and members-only content. Click the join button below to become part of our family and help us create more of the content you enjoy. Now let's get back to the review. And that's the issue, so let's talk about impressions, what worked and what didn't. First of all, let's just put it out there that this issue is short, sweet, and to the point. If issue number 312 didn't convince you Destro is the ultimate badass inside the Real American Hero version of the G.I. Joe universe, Larry Hama's script in G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero number 313 will seal the deal. Admittedly, the conclusion to the fight for Springfield feels much smaller and reduced in scale compared to the buildup and scale of the conflict for all the issues that led up to it. I remember this is nearly a year in the making, but the outcome of the fight is reasonably satisfying. So it's not as explosive as you want, but it really does feel good to see Cobra Commander get his comeuppance. Alrighty, well, let's switch gears and talk about the art for a second. We've got Chris Mooneyham, who is the regular on the series, and similar to Destro, he is the one to beat when it comes to presenting a macho, dramatic, powerful set of visuals that hype up Destro's badassery from panel number 1. Mooneyham uses shadows and silhouettes to emphasize Destro's unspoken, emanating power just at the right points. When you see nothing but an outline and 2 piercing eyes, you know you're in for a fight. And the action is, even though small, still presented in a cinematic fashion that feels really well done. Let's talk about the positives and negatives, starting with what's great about G.I. Joe, Real American Hero number 313. Larry Hama determines the fate of Springfield by scaling down a massive offensive to a single fight that's somehow no less powerful or engaging. Hama's pacing, dialogue, sense of drama are all on point, and the ending leaves no doubt as to who is the victor. There's no ambiguous ending here. If you like to see Destro and Cobra Commander going at each other one-on-one, leaving everything on the battlefield, this is the issue for you. And that brings us to the negatives and what's not so great about G.I. Joe: A Real American Hero number 313. The positives, depending on your point of view, could also be seen as the negatives. Cobra Commander is ill-equipped to deal with a single man with an entire army at his disposal that encompasses the entire town. Yes, their fight makes for great drama, and everybody loves great drama, so that's one good thing about it. But the extreme reduction in scale from a massive collection of military forces converging on this town to a single one-on-one hand-to-hand fight can be a little bit of a hard pill to swallow because it is so small comparative to the buildup. Let's take a step back and look at the big picture and answer the one question that you're probably thinking if you look at that last page and say, well, wait a minute, is that really it? Is G.I. Joe: A Real American Hero number 313 truly the end of the battle for Springfield? According to the solicited information for February 2025, which is next month, the answer is yes. A brand new arc begins next month with a guest artist, Andrew, I'm going to try and say this, Andrew Kreinecke, I think that's how you say that. But yeah, this is a new arc that's starting next month, so this truly is the end of the battle for Springfield. We will, of course, be reviewing the next issue, and we'll keep you updated about some of the open threads that didn't get closed by this finale. Final thoughts, what do we think about G.I. Joe: A Real American Hero number 313? It brings the battle for Springfield to a close when Destro cements his reputation as the ultimate badass of the G.I. Joe universe, at least the Real American Hero version of it anyway. Larry Hama's script scales down the massive battle to a personal fight that leaves no doubt as to who is the victor, and Chris Mooneyham's art is a powerful complement to Hama's brand of storytelling. That said, the reduced scale of the conflict as the finale may feel less powerful than desired by some readers. Therefore, G.I. Joe: A Real American Hero number 313 earns a 9 out of 10. This is a really strong finale for a really strong arc, and we sincerely hope, as long as Skybound holds the license, they'll keep Larry Hama on for as long as he's willing to write. But what do you think? Between the Real American Hero universe and the interconnected Energon universe, which G.I. Joe title, so after 3 issues of the new one, which G.I. Joe title is your favorite so far? Leave a thumbs up if you found this review helpful, and drop a comment below with which G.I. Joe character that you haven't seen yet in the comics since the license transferred from IDW to Skybound do you want to see highlighted next. Also, remember to click on the link in the description to read the written review, check out the variant covers and preview pages, and buy this comic to help support the channel. Your support, of course, is greatly appreciated, and if you're watching this review on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button down below. So thank you very much for joining, and stay tuned through the outro for more reviews just like this one.